But I did have a Royal Rumble 1992 shirt on because it is my favorite match type. Royal Rumble 92 is my favorite match of all time.
Nice.
And you noticed that I had this on. Yeah. And I was on new medication, so first I'm like, wait, what are you even talking? Oh, I'm wearing a wrestling shirt. I'll say I've been watching since in the womb. My mother was obsessed with professional wrestling. The Von Erich, she loved Kerry Von Erich. So I've been watching wrestling since I was born. And there's not many people, I think, just in public that I could wear a 1992 Royal Rumble shirt and they would know who it was or what was going on. Were you watching? Because were you watching at that point?
I wasn't
How
born
old are you?
I'm 27.
Oh, Lord, okay.
You didn't know how old I was, dude?
No. Do you know how old I am?
No.
Okay, then.
That's fair enough.
Maybe, all right.
You don't want to say?
You know what they say about glass houses?
Fair enough. You know what?
Don't masturbate in the daytime is what they say about glass houses.
Fair enough. I shouldn't have said anything. But yeah.
Okay, so well, obviously you weren't watching that. So when did you start watching wrestling?
Here we go. Well, being born in 1995, I obviously was not alive for the 1992 Royal Rumble.
You missed out on that hot diesel run? Okay.
See, that's the thing. I looked it up because I came across the concept of birth champions. Who was the champion?
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, who was the champion when you were born? At the time, WCW was also was the number 2 company. So who was the WWF and WCW champion? My WWF birth champion was Diesel. And the WCW champion was Hulk Hogan.
Of course.
Those are my birth champions.
I would have to look into the...
Yeah, it's a Wikipedia page. You could just look up list of the champions and they have them all listed out in chronological order.
I would have to assume, well, not have to assume, I mean, it's without question because I was born right before WrestleMania 3, so Hulk Hogan was the WWF champion.
I would assume, yeah.
I would have to see who was the NWA champion at the time.
Mm-hmm.
87, I mean, you're right between Flair and Steamboat at that point in time. So
yeah, I
would have to check to make sure. But having Hogan and Flair as birth champions, not awful. Not awful.
There's definitely worse. You could have 95 Hogan as.
Yeah, that's rough.
Because that's pre-NWO, so he's in his...
Yeah, he's in his Baywatch. His Baywatch ripoff, Thunder in Paradise.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan mode with sweatbands instead of wrist tape.
Oh my God. I didn't actually start watching wrestling until I came across a promo on YouTube in 2014.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a long time. I was if I was born in 95, I would have to be fucking, how old would that make me? Quick math.
It would 19 years.
19 years old. I was 19. Fucking hell. So I'd be 19 years old. Thank you for doing the math on that, because I had nothing. I came across the promo. It was Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock right before Survivor Series 2001.
Oh, that's awesome.
The Margaritaville promo.
That's brilliant. What a promo to grab you. That's so awesome.
That was my first promo. And then very quickly after that, I saw my first match on YouTube. It was The Shield versus the Wyatt family at Elimination Chamber 2014.
Oh my God, what an unbelievable match.
And so those two things were my first introductions. And right after that, my first favorite wrestler became The Undertaker. I don't know between those two things how The Undertaker became my first favorite wrestler. What happened is that after that, the build was to WrestleMania 31. And that was the build to Wyatt versus Undertaker. And so it was the connection from the Wyatt match to Undertaker. And so I started to learn about the streak. And if you learn about the streak, you're learning about like the spine of WWE through the past fucking 25 years. And it made me enthralled with wrestling history for the WWE for that period of time. And that's kind of where my wrestling trivia, and I started watching wrestling YouTube and started with What Culture and then a whole bunch of other wrestling YouTube channels. And that's kind of where it just took off.
Yeah, I mean, you took in a lot of wrestling in a short amount of period. You have a rather vast knowledge for somebody who's only started watching in 2014.
Yeah, I was freebasing that shit, bro.
which honestly is incredible because, especially in 2014, I mean, if you just go back 5 years, it's just the doldrums of whatever era they wanted to call that. I don't know if they were the PG era then. Yeah. I don't know. But man, if you were taking in that much wrestling, you would have been gone quick. So it's awesome that you were looking up different eras, different variations, seeing the through line between the eras.